Just to put into context, so I look after our partnerships at Yellow Jersey, so I work very closely with the British Triathlon team, and Tom looks after all of the insurance side and the product side of Yellow Jersey. So if you have a very technical question, please don't ask me because I don't like them, and Tom is much better placed to answer them. But we both work, you know, with all of our partners very closely. So let me just share my screen, and then I can just talk through a few bits and bobs. My slides are probably not in the right order. Okay, so I'm not used to Zoom, you can tell. We use Microsoft Teams. So this is not going that smoothly. So British Yellow Jersey, if you've not heard of us, so we're British Triathlon's bicycle and travel insurance partner. So we've been working with the BTF for over 6 years now, trying to you know, we were set up as bicycle insurer for triathletes, and you know, as we've grown along with the British Triathlon's audience, we've developed and matured our products to make sure that we've always got something for the triathlete. But over the last few years, we have introduced 3 tiers of a bicycle insurance. So we now have something that's suitable for all levels of cycling. So we have a kind of entry-level product that is suitable for commuters or people who just ride their bikes for leisure. Then we have a performance product, which would be more suitable for people who ride their bikes regularly or maybe travel to Europe. And then our ultimate package, which is ideally what you would need if you're a triathlete. So it covers racing and international travel, as well as training camps and things like that. And then we're quite unique in the bicycle insurance market in that we offer a short-term policy as well. So we've got a range of different package short-term bicycle insurance offers, which tends to be very popular with triathletes. For those who maybe might choose not to insure their bikes all year round, they would maybe choose to insure their bikes for a race or for a trip abroad or a training camp. And then we also have a travel product. So that's specifically for people who are traveling either to cycle or to race, so training camps or races anywhere in the world. So we launched that product because we know that a lot of standalone travel insurance quite often doesn't cover cycling if it's the primary focus of your holiday, in particular if you're racing. So we have both those products, and British Triathlon members get access to discounts, which they can get. So if members will log into their members area, and they'll be able to download either a 10, 15 or 20% discount. The 15 and 20% discounts are pretty unique to British Triathlon and our partnership. And this year, we're actually launching a 25% discount for age group triathletes. So if you're working with people who've qualified as age group athletes, they're now able to get our highest level of discount we've ever offered, which is 25%, which is equivalent to about £60 off. So that's our kind of main core products and how we work with British Triathlon. But what we wanted to just very quickly just give you a quick overview of is, I don't know why my scroll down buttons are not working. So we run an affiliate scheme at Yellow Jersey, and this is open to triathlon clubs, coaches and events. So we just wanted to make you all aware of the opportunity that we have. So essentially, if you're recommending a Yellow Jersey product to either your club members or participants to an event, or your clients if you're a coach, if you recommend your product, we're able to give them a 10% discount, which we track. And then for every sale that goes through, you'd be able to earn a 10% commission on the back. It's all automated, so we'll work with you to make sure that you've got everything that you need to let people know about our products. And then at the end of every quarter, we tally up how many products have been sold, and then we'd just ask you to invoice us, and we'll send you over a payment. And the good news is, if you join our scheme through British Triathlon, not only will we pay your club a commission, we also add commission into a pot for the British Triathlon as well. So obviously trying to make sure we're continuing to pump money back into the sport. So it's a really nice way potentially for your members who aren't members of British Triathlon but still want to get some cover for their bikes, and they'll still be able to get access to offers, which then pumps a little bit of money back into the grassroots. So yeah, so that's kind of a scheme that we've been running for a while. And if you or anyone you know is interested, you can just drop us a note and we can get you signed up pretty quickly. If you're a tri club, it's pretty easy. Again, if you're an event, we work with lots of events, and in a similar light, if you're offering, if you're able to introduce people into the product, then we're able to pay the commission back in the same way. And then finally, on the topic of events, we actually also work very closely within the triathlon industry, and in fact we do this with the Leeds Triathlon, the British Triathlon run, is our event day insurance cover. So this is something that if you are running a triathlon, you're able to offer to your participants as they're purchasing and signing up to the event. So essentially, as people are signing up, you can give them the option to buy cover for the day. So generally, and we would package that up depending on what is appropriate for an event. But an example cover would be an event fee cancellation. So for example, if your participant had to withdraw from the event due to injury or illness or personal circumstance, we would repay their entry fee, and we would then also add in cover, for example, theft from the transition, which hopefully wouldn't happen but can do, and damage for the bike whilst racing. And we generally tend to find that there's about a 10 to 15% take up of a product like that at an event. So it's quite a nice added value for participants, to give them a little bit of extra peace of mind, I suppose, whilst they're competing. And yeah, so I guess that those are sort of two ways in which we're working quite closely within the triathlon industry. You may well have seen our event cover at a number of events now. So we've been doing that for 3 or 4 years, and generally the feedback's been very positive. Obviously, COVID has thrown all sorts of hurdles and complications into the event industry, and with cancellation, etc. But it's been very well received. And yeah, that's probably a good summary of the two main ways that we've been working with or could work with you. Tom, I don't know if there's anything that I've missed or we might want to add in.
No, I think from the affiliate and the event day side of things, I mean, the simplicity is part of it, in that the products we design and the way that we integrate it in with event organizers and the events themselves is very straightforward. We take up the administrative burden of it, and just help you add value to the participants and differentiate yourselves from nearby events or other competitors.
Yeah, perfect. I don't know if anyone had any specific questions, or if it was or you had questions about insurance in general, or whether it's something that ever comes up in conversation. I know it's not the most exciting topic, so feel free to just talk about something else if we prefer, but we're here to answer questions if if there's something that you'd like to know.
Yeah, I think it's over to everybody else now. You've got the chat function. If you wish to put questions in there, feel free to either raise your hand or to just unmute your microphone as well, and yeah, give any thoughts. I think thoughts on that affiliate program. There will be more details to come out on that. As I said, some of the communication we'll send post conference. But yeah, any immediate thoughts or anything else you'd like to put to Emily and Tom around insurance? I think now is your chance.
I can't actually see. Do I have to stop sharing my screen, Will, if I want to see the chat function?
Sharing. Yeah.
Okay.
There's no chatter in the
Yeah, it's just at the bottom.
On a first glance, then I guess club members, club representatives on the call, is that affiliate program something that would be of interest to the club, and something you'd look to clearly to understand a little more as you read more into it. But is that something at first glance that is of interest?
I mean, we've worked over the years with a number of cycling and tri clubs. I think the feedback we sometimes get is, you know, that things like this is a bit of extra burden, and people who sit on committees of clubs don't want any sort of logistical or admin headaches. But I guess you know, there is very little to do. So you know, if you have club members that are interested or asking questions, I know that in my tri club, you know, we have lots of people, particularly newer members, when they come in, have always got the odd question about insurance and what they should be doing. So we're just able to offer them, you know, even if it's just a handout or a PDF that you want to have to send to your members. If you don't want to join the scheme, we're quite happy. You know, we've got assets that we can share, just so that we're keeping particularly people who are newer into cycling, you know, so that people understand that, you know, the importance of liability cover, which, you know, obviously you would get with your British Triathlon membership. But it's just, you know, we're always, I guess what I'm saying is we're always around this. If you have club members or participants or whoever who've got questions, we're always happy to answer them.
Okay, what I suggest is we, Emily, could you maybe put back up your screen that had your contact details on?
Of course.
And I think what I suggest is we draw a close to this part of it.